Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 42-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Murray now on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Check me out.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Second and 8 coming up. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The 30-yard line.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Thomas made the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Noah Fant.
Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
From the gun, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It's a gain of 5, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
first down. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
The 31-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by McManus is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 79 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
1st and goal.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 of the year. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 17. Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Murray. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Jack 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackle almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Cardinals. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six, escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two. From the gun, Murray, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
30. Broncos 19.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now Jackson on first down. Going deep this time for Miller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Jackson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9. Brings up third.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. The pickup there, 5 yards. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Alert 3.
From the gun, Jackson. This is the tight end fan. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Murray from midfield. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
McCann's kick up and good.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw, Murray. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
3rd and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down.
The 43-yard line.
Pick me up. Here we go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This from long, very long range. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Arizona, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas.